What is the shell method? Well, the shell method is a way that we can find the volume of an object rotated about an axis. But in this case, it's going to be specifically when that axis is kind of an opposite direction. Let's take an example. Say we have this graph here, and we're going to be bound by some A and B. And we want to take that and we want to rotate it around the y-axis, or rather something parallel to the y-axis. So maybe something like this, where this is the line, say x equals L. Well, the shell method says, let's take this part right here and rotate it around, just that one line, and it's going to form a circle with a certain radius, r. Well, that radius then, along with the height, describes a cylinder. So if I take a cylinder and just the surface area of these edges gives me that area right here. And then if I integrate from A to B, we get this total volume. So to kind of summarize all that up, we're going to take the integral from A to B of this surface area of the cylinder, which is 2 pi times the radius times the height. And we're going to take that with respect to x. Now, if we look at this kind of example that I have here, that would be the integral from A to B of 2 pi times, what's the radius? Well, the radius is the distance from this x value to the line we're rotating. Well, that's going to be x minus L, because the total distance here is all x, but we don't want this distance included. So the radius here is going to be x minus L. That's my radius. And then the shell height, well, that's just going to be the height of this curve. So the height right here. That's just the function value. So here, that's just going to be my function f of x, like this, dx. And you might notice, to be more clear and inclusive, we're actually going to take the top curve minus the bottom curve. So in this case, the bottom curve is just y equals 0. So I noticed, you don't really need this minus 0, but that helps you if we have two curves in there. Maybe this region looked more like this. We're rotating this way. Well, we just do the top minus the bottom to get the length of that height. And that's it. That is the shell method. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Also, check out my next video where I'd give an example about how we can use this shell method.